everyone, it's another episode of the Love Me Workshop. And right now I am doing a little self-care, which is a bit of cleansing of my palate. And the palate I'm actually cleansing is my soul. How am I doing that? I am openly crying. I finished watching From Scratch, which was like the number one tearjerker Netflix movie if I ever saw one. And this is after several social media recommendations. I started watching it last week. It took me a week to finish it because I could only do like an episode a day. Because what really stood out for me was that this couple, they knew like right when they met each other, it was magic and they fell in love. And their love was so strong, so powerful. It went against all odds. And then cancer. I hate cancer. Cancer came between them and caused their love, their lives to be interrupted. And, it just hit close to home. I've never experienced losing a husband, but I watched it every night with my husband laying beside me. And, I just couldn't imagine losing my husband in that way. So for me, I felt the pain, I felt the grief, I felt the loss. So many dreams were shattered, so many moments, happy moments, plans, things they wanted to do together. And it made me realize how short life is and how we don't really value the days that we have with each other. So tonight I just reflected on people I've lost and people who I know won't be around for too long. And it made me so sad. I cried like a baby. When I tell you, I bawled like a baby during that movie. So much so that my husband was like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm crying." And I almost felt like I was supposed to be ashamed, but I really wasn't. I was proud that I was allowing myself to feel my feelings, to grieve with this fictitious character. But in real life, it's almost like I can't do that. I've lost so many people in my life, especially since this pandemic. These last 2, almost 3 years have been like so horrible. And I really haven't allowed myself that space to grieve. I have shed a tear or two here and there, but not in the way where I just let all my feelings and my emotions out. Today I was talking with my supervisor, my program manager, and during our supervision, we just started reviewing some of the clients I've been working with and what progress I've made, if any. And one particular client came up that had passed like a year ago. And I just vividly recalled the moment when she passed. And it was then like all the grief that I'd never expressed a year ago was finally coming to the surface. And I started crying. Like, I didn't understand why, because it had happened, it already passed. And this was a client, this is not even someone that I know in the capacity of a friend, but it just hurt so much how she lost, and I've never really processed my anger with how she passed. So I was in the office just bawling, and my manager, she was very supportive, and she told me, like, we as therapists, we need that space to actually grieve our clients, because when we're at work, we have to be professional. We have to be compassionate, but at the same time, treat them as just a case that's going to be discharged and keep it moving. We can't let other clients see that grief that we have, and we learn in our profession. It's unspoken, but you're expected to tuck it in and move forward. And unfortunately, we carry that over into our lives. Like, I process my losses and my tragedies almost the same way I would process a client that I lost. And it's really starting to appear to me that I have more grieving to do. And my manager, she was so supportive. She's like, maybe you should start cutting back on your work hours, take some time, take some space in this grief. But how do you plan like a day off so you can be home and cry? So for me tonight, watching the last 2 episodes of From Scratch, that was like the gateway for me to cry about everything. And it's not even just people that I've lost. It's, my daughter, for one. It's that innocence of a mother-daughter relationship that has been like totally eradicated. I'm never gonna have that, and I'm never gonna have the idyllic family life that I had aspired for. So it's a lot of things mixed up, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings. And I know a lot of people watching that movie probably felt the same way. Like, it wasn't just the movie, it was some repressed feeling that was in there, and this was just a gateway. Because even now, as I'm recording this video, I still want to cry. I still feel like there's stuff in me that I need to get out and just set free. So I'm making this video to encourage anyone who's grieving privately. It's okay to shed those tears. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let it out. It's okay to be vulnerable, because I think a lot of it too is us feeling like we have to be strong all the time, and we really don't. It's okay. What we need to do is to find that safe space to let those feelings out, to process, to recuperate, and to recalibrate. And for me, my safe space was watching that movie. So that's my challenge to you guys tonight. Find your safe space so that you can go cry it out. Because believe me, once those tears are gone, there's something better on the other side. You grow through your pain. So I want to encourage each and every one of you, whatever you're going through, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share the video, and I will see you soon.